How did they film the spicy scenes on Heated Rivalry? Let's finally talk about it! Though it's only 9 minutes in that we get the first camera pan right to the groin. And then 4 minutes later is our first nudity. This first nudity scene is a shower scene, which is a particular bane to any intimacy coordinator's experience because water often fills garments and makes them heavier, which makes them harder to stay on the actors. These shots go really low, but there's a good chance that they're just wearing a modesty pouch. These pouches are designed so that the shaft and testicles go into the pouch, and then there's a little cinch to keep everything in place. Now, this version does include a little strap up top, so you can put a little piece of tape, making everything a little more secure. But with how far the camera went down in these shots, I don't think they used something like this. I think it might have just been this pouch hanging on for dear life. In this scene, we also see Ilya's hand go out of frame and down. And something that intimacy coordinators can really help with is making sure the angle of the arm is telling the story we want it to tell. Because the hand's out of frame, what's actually telling this story is the elbow and the shoulder. And there is a really distinct moment where you can tell just from these two joints that the arm has stopped going into a washing motion and started going into a pleasure motion. Something I see a lot when training new intimacy coordinators is that the initial choreography doesn't quite tell the story of the appendage and where it's supposed to be placed or how long it is. Sometimes we get, too big of arm motion. Though the specificity we're seeing in this scene is actually really technically impressive. That's only 13 minutes into the first episode. There's so much more to unpack, and if you want to learn a little bit more about modesty garments and what we use on set, I created a free guide that digs into the intimacy coordinator's kit. There's a link in my bio to check that out.